Hello, welcome back to Leeds Lately for the live watch along of Newcastle United versus Leeds United at ELLAND ROAD. Massive game. Like Aney says in the comments, do or die today. We have to get something out of this game. Even if it's only a point, it gives us the chance to then go and get 3 points against West Ham. But I'm really looking at home to try and get 3 points today. It's a big ask because of the opposition we're up against. And when you look at their lineup, they've got a very strong team. I think I saw somebody, a Newcastle fan, say that between Almiron, Isak and Callum Wilson, there's 37 goals this season. So it doesn't bode well for us in that aspect, but we were a lot tighter against Man City, and Man City are obviously a different proposition again from what Newcastle are. So I'm really looking for Leeds to try and do something today. We need to get points on the board. If it can be 3 points, absolutely fantastic. If it's 1 point, it's bad, but it's not the end of the world. And then we go on to West Ham and Tottenham needing points then. But if we can get 3 points now and we can then go and get something against West Ham, then there's every chance that we can stay up. But I still do feel like we're going down, but that might change after today. Welcome those people who are joining. Welcome Jack LUFC. Morning all, he's saying. Not morning here, but morning assuming where you are. Leeds have gone for a strange one again. It looks as though it might be three at the back. Christensen, Verber and Koch, with Firpo at left wing back, Ayling at right wing back. Then you've actually got McKennie and Greenwood in midfield. Now, Greenwood's been brought in today for Forshaw. Rock has been dropped, and then Harrison, Bamford and Rodrigo are in the attacking position. So it'll be interesting to see how that actually shapes up, because on the face of it, I can't fully figure out how that's going to look, but we'll have to see once the game starts. Because like I say, a bit of a weird lineup on paper, just looking at it now. But yeah, as usual, you'll be able to see that lineup throughout the game. So you'll be able to see who's on the pitch and who started the game, and also a bit later on, I'll be able to put in the substitution markers things as well. Has anybody got any score predictions for today's game? Like I say, we massively need a result. But what's the general feeling like? Do people think that we are actually going to get something from this game? Do people think that we're actually going to be able to get a win out of this? Newcastle obviously also have a lot to play for still. Let's have a little look at the Premier League table. So Newcastle are in third at the moment. If they win, they pretty much guarantee a top four spot. If they lose, then it's still all to play for those from third to down to fifth between Liverpool, Newcastle, and Man United. So yeah, it's a little bit up in the air how that's going to finish. But like I say, the real part of it that we need to pay attention to is the fact that Newcastle still have something to play for, and so do Leeds United. Leeds United start the day 19th, not won in our last five. We've had a draw in there, but we've not won in our last five. And Leicester City also on the same amount of points as us. If we win today, we actually go 16th, which psychologically is massive. But if we lose, we stay right back down there. Leicester have got Liverpool on Monday. Forest have got Chelsea today at 3 o'clock. Southampton, Fulham today at 3 o'clock. And Everton, Man City tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So some big games this weekend. Obviously, every game's going to be big now, but I feel like a lot of us are playing difficult teams this weekend. Gregory Morris saying, I was reading that training this week was the first time we've been practicing shooting and crossing this season, which, I mean, is unbelievable, but I kind of believe it. Radrizzani's in the tunnel. Radrizzani's in the tunnel with all the players, which I'm not overly keen on. I think that's a bit odd. That is a bit strange, isn't it? Yeah, Radrizzani's in the tunnel with the players, like shaking hands with them and stuff, and all the officials, and yeah, a bit weird. Not sure how I feel about that. But Leeds are lining up now, ready to come out the tunnel. Shelley saying Hart says 2-1 Leeds, but I'm worried. Yes, I'm worried as well. I'm going to predict a win just because we need one. Michael Brown saying Luke Ayling 250th appearance for Leeds, Patrick Bamford 150th appearance for Leeds, and Junior Firpo 50th appearance for Leeds. You can always rely on Michael Brown to come in with some good stats before the game. That's good to hear. Shelley Johnson saying, not sure about this lineup. No Nonto, Greenwood in for set pieces, I assume, and only one winger. Yeah, I wonder how it's going to line up. That's what I was saying before more people joined. It looks weird, doesn't it? Because we've only got one winger. So what's the role that Harrison's going to have? Unless Christensen's playing in midfield or something, I don't know. It seems odd. Or Bamford and Rodrigo, one of them's out wide, but I don't think that'll work. Eight Bilali saying Harrison and Rodrigo to score. Bamford knocked down for Rodrigo's goal. Greenwood assist or ball in for Harrison's goal. So 2 goals for us, but now I have no idea how many we can see. That's very specific. If you get that exactly right, I'd go and put the lottery on, mate. Shelley Johnson saying, if Leeds lose, I'm hiding from the world. I don't think I'd want to watch the other games. No, neither would I, but I'm still going to. But it does just feel awful, doesn't it, at the moment? It's just terrible being in the Premier League. Michael Brown saying, I think defeat for Southampton would all but confirm their relegation. Yeah, I think it would. I don't think they've got any chance of coming back if they lose again. But if they win, they've actually got a chance. Timmy saying optimistic today. Not sure where it comes from. Yeah. I think it comes from the fact that we need to win. That's the only thing, isn't it? We have to get something. We have to get points. So we've just got to believe that we will. Russell saying, is everyone on glue? Koch isn't a great defender, and even worse as a centre mid, proved when Bielsa picked him in that role previously. Plus Greenwood playing apart from set pieces. Well, Green was a decent player when he scored that. Who was it that he scored that absolute screamer against? He's got an absolute rocket on him, and he's a decent passer of the ball as well. I think people sleep on Greenwood a little bit. I think he's good. Gregory Morris saying must get a clean sheet, and yeah, I really like Meslier, but I don't know why. I just feel a little bit more comfortable with Robles in goal. Russell saying great Rads is there to inspire the players in the tunnel and plea with them to protect his millions for the future takeover. Yeah, he's trying to protect his 270 million that he would lose if he didn't manage to keep us in the Premier League. Somebody just let me know. Can you hear a whirring in the background? I don't think it should pick up too much on the microphone. I tested it before, but because as regular viewers of the live streams will know, my camera sometimes decides it's going to overheat, and it's a pretty hot sort of summer's day today. It looks lovely out there, and I've got the window wide open, and I've got a fan on my camera pumping the cold air from outside onto the fan, so hopefully it keeps it cool throughout the stream. But my microphone's all the way over here, and it's a pretty good microphone, so it should pick up only my voice, really. But somebody just let me know if that's too loud. I don't think it should be, because I did test it before, like I say, but yeah. Tell you what I could do. I feel like I'm sitting a bit high up here, so if I go down like this, obviously I look a bit small like that, but there we go. I can just sort of aim it down towards me. There we go. That's better, isn't it? I'm more comfortable now as well. BT Sport always does this. When I'm watching it on the PC, it always just like kicks out. I don't know. So this is how BT Sport think we're going to line up a back four with Koch in holding midfield. But I don't know. I mean, he's big, but he's not mobile, and he's going to get ran over by those 3 opposition midfielders if he is playing in that central midfield role. So I do worry about that a little bit. If you're new to the channel as well, by the way, hit that subscribe button and you'll be able to talk in the chat and stuff. It's subscribers only, so that we don't get opposition fans giving us a load of abuse, which sometimes they do, and I'm like, right, well, you've just subscribed to my channel for that. So but yeah, and also hit that like button as well. I've got 29 people in at the moment. I'm sure it'll pick up as well once we actually get into the game. Big Sam and Robbie Keane walking out the tunnel now. Nice to see Robbie Keane back with the Leeds crest on his shirt, isn't it? But all in all, the main thing from today is we've got to get some points. We really have to get some points. Just going to put my phone on do not disturb so we don't get disturbed whilst we're doing this. Russell saying 3rd year in the Premiership and this is our team. Give me your honest view on this team in the 3rd year in the PL. The thing is, I really like some of the players that we've got and some of the players we've signed. We've been very unfortunate with injury. When you actually look at the quality of people like Tyler Adams, Luis Sinistera, a few others, realistically, Nonto and a few other players, you think, yeah, excellent. But the thing is, the recruitment has been really good for youngsters. And you're thinking, well, the recruitment has brought in some really good young players where you think, yeah, definitely they could have a big sell-on value or they could do really well for us in the future. But it's not been consistent across... There we go, we're off. The thing is about the recruitment, it's not been a good enough mix of experience and youth. It's all been youth, which has absolutely killed us. What you need to do is have a good mix. Good tackle by Greenwood there already. What you need to do is have a good mix of experience and youth. And we needed to bring in some more experienced defenders. Granted, we brought in Diego Llorente, but when that didn't work out, we needed to bring in another experienced defender. And we haven't done that. We've not brought in enough experienced players. You need an experienced spine of a team. You need a centre-back and a centre midfielder and maybe an attacker as well with a bit of experience. Rather than bringing in Ruta, we should have brought a striker who's maybe 28, 29 years old, a little bit more experienced, as well as a centre-back and a centre midfielder. And then you've got that spine then, and you can afford to put young players around it. Just as Joe Linton's brought down there by a Leeds player. And Newcastle have a free kick just inside the Leeds United half there. So early signs are that Leeds are going to try and break up the play a little bit against Newcastle and try and stop them playing in midfield, which you can just imagine is a very Sam Allardyce tactic to have. It looks like Rodrigo might be playing a little bit of a right winger position with Jack Harrison on the left. Yeah, and also that's just reminded me as well, if you're new to the streams or you haven't been in here before, which is the same thing, please don't say if a goal goes in. There's no delay where it's like a couple of minutes behind. Like if I've not put it up there, I haven't seen it. Like and it's like that's live to you as well. There's only a delay of like 20 seconds or something like that. So don't tell me if a goal goes in, basically, at either end. You can keep me updated on other scores from elsewhere, but there won't be any today, will there? Because we're the early kickoff. Good header there by Ayling. But yeah, so don't put anything in the chat if a goal goes in at either end and I'm behind. Callum Wilson playing the ball down the line for Isak. Firpo defends that, but it's gone out to the edge where Joe Linton spread it out wide to Trippier. Trippier with his good delivery now into the box, and just as BT Sport decides it's going to stop playing. That was well defended by Ayling there. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was this. Oh yeah, it was well defended by Ayling. Then went to Joe Linton, and Joe Linton absolutely blazed it over the bar. Sam Greenwood. Yeah, Robin Koch is playing in midfield today. It's just... It's odd. It's odd playing him in there, I think. Surely someone would have told him that that's not worked before. I'd rather have played Strauch in there, to be honest. He's still tall and physical, Strauch, and if that's the sort of play you want him to play in there, you choose Strauch over Robin Koch every day of the week, unless Strauch's not fit. Ball just on the halfway line, but Firpo's made a tackle there. Leeds have got the ball, and Sam Greenwood's trying to bring it through, and Bamford and Greenwood are battling against Trippier, but it's been adjudged to have been a foul there. Come on, Leeds. Yeah, I think Sam Greenwood just has a bit of a nibble at Trippier. Then I don't think it's enough to take him down, but he's just used a bit of experience there and thought, I'm going to do an alien flop and get the free kick. So now the ball back with Newcastle, and Fabian Schär gives it across to Sven Botman. Now Dan Burn with the ball. Good tackle there on Isak from Rodrigo. Now Christensen with the ball. Christensen's given it straight to Isak. And now Willock into the feet of Almiron. Back to Guimaraes. Now Joe Linton plays the ball down the line. Almiron back to the edge where Guimaraes has picked it up again. Leeds trying to get a tackle in. But Newcastle playing good football here, keeping the ball. Firpo's brought down there, definitely, but it's not been given as a foul, and then Firpo makes a good tackle. Good start from Firpo, I think. And Firpo's getting a bit pissed off with that because he thought his leg was taken from under him then, which it certainly was. Yeah, it's a foul that. Almiron takes Firpo's leg from under him, but Firpo recovers and makes a good tackle, so well done to Firpo there for not losing his head. Headed away again by Firpo. Jack Harrison tries to play it down the line, but it's it's gone out for a throw in there. Can't tell whether it was Leeds or Newcastle there. Come on, Leeds. It just makes you nervous, doesn't it, watching Leeds now? It just makes you feel so nervous. Robin Koch tries to flick one down the line for Bamford, but he can't get on the end of it. It's headed away. Verba now puts it back towards Bamford. Bamford heads it down. Now Harrison. Harrison with some nice little touches, and Bamford with the ball. Bamford looking to get the ball in the box here. In with his right foot. Header! Saved! 1-0! 1-0! Yes! Come on! Come on, Ayling! Get in! Oh my God, 1-0. We soaked up the pressure, and then we've gone and scored 6 minutes in. Get in there. I can see my mate and his dad there in the cheese wedge celebrating. Come on, Leeds. Get in there. Ayling's hair's come out of his bun. Oh, it's the first time we've gone forward. Get in there. Come on, Leeds. Such good play as well. Harrison, flicked it over his head, totted it up, and then Bamford. Am I back? Am I back? Oh, I think we're back now. I don't know what happened there. I think the internet went down for a second. Yeah, it's a bit of a dive there from Almiron. Oh my God. I hope everyone saw the celebrations and stuff. But, yeah, unbelievable. 1-0 up. What a start that is. Just Robles sends that goal kick long into the midfield. Won by Bruno Guimaraes, but it's gone out for a Leeds throw-in. Great. The best start we could have asked for. We soaked up the pressure. We've gone up there and we've put it in the back of the net. It's the best start we could have asked for. Come on, Leeds. 1-0. Good ball from Robles into Firpo, and an excellent touch from Firpo. Harrison now. Greenwood tries to flick, but he keeps the ball anyway. Tom Brown saying, I already have no fingernails left. Yeah, this is the dictionary definition of a nail biter, isn't it? These type of games. Rodrigo takes down Willock there, and it's going to be a free kick to Newcastle. Yeah, it's just a little push from Rodrigo there, and Robin Koch just helps him on his way down on Willock there. Why does Rodrigo do stuff like that? I think he just thinks, I'm not getting to this. I'm gonna take him out, which really he shouldn't do, because he gives him an opportunity now with an excellent set piece taker in Trippier, and it's criminal, really, isn't it? Because they've got a free kick in a really good area, and they've got bloody giants like Dan Burn in there. Come on, Robles. We want a nice, safe claim here. Before Stewie Griffin whips this one in. Oh, well done from Jack Harrison for being alive to that. Harrison's trying to run it. Oh, Harrison's lost the ball there. And now Newcastle can counter-attack again. Harrison had to just give the ball there. He had to just send it with his right foot into the path of Rodrigo. Well, if he'd have had a little look up, he could have just lumped it then into the path of Rodrigo and hoped that Rodrigo could do something to get on the end of it. Come on, Leeds. Come on, Leeds. Dan Byrne's going to take this throw-in now. I want to see more Weston McKennie long throw-ins today as well, by the way. I want to see him be able to get that ball into the box. Dan Burn throws it in then towards the box. Rasmus Christensen's got his hands all over the back of Callum Wilson. He needs to be aware of that, and Robles is able to easily catch. Actually, Callum Wilson had a right good handful of his shirt there, and Robles does really well to collect. Firpo's having a good game, you know. He's just won himself a nice free kick just inside his half. I think he's having a really good game, Firpo. Robles are going to take this one then just inside the Leeds half. He's going to try and send it long. Yeah, the commentator... I think I'm back. I don't know why my internet... I've changed internet recently, and Vodafone just seems to... No, it's not you. It's not breaking up. It's that my internet disconnects. For some odd reason, it disconnects. Newcastle have got another free kick here, though. I'm just going to check the stream on my phone on a different YouTube account. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with it, but yeah, I don't know. Ball into the box there from Newcastle. Rodrigo's done all right there, but it's going to go out for a Newcastle throw-in, which is taken quickly. Now Bruno Guimaraes. And Leeds are trying to force them back a little bit here. Yeah, I think it's my internet, but it's totally fine when I'm doing anything else, like when I'm on a game or when I'm doing any other things. It doesn't drop out, but for some reason when I'm live streaming it just decides it's going to drop out. I don't know why. Leeds have got the ball back here. Robin Koch into Verba. Verba tries to send it long for Bamford. Isak out wide. Willock coming into the box. It's going to be a goal kick there to Leeds. Yeah, I don't know, because like I get decent speeds. I don't really know how to say your name. AO. I'm just going to call you AO. Vodafone are bad for internet. Yeah, I get decent speeds, and when I'm doing everything else, it's fine. But when I'm doing live streams, for some reason, it just drops out every now and again. I don't know why. Anyway, though, in this game, nearly 15 minutes in, and it's 1-0 to Leeds here. Robles to take this goal kick just to the halfway line, where Firpo wins the header well. Then Joe Linton challenged by Sam Greenwood. And Newcastle have played the ball out for a Leeds throw-in just inside the Leeds half then. So good start in this first third of the first half. Excellent goal, that first one. From Jack Harrison, totting it up like that. And then Bamford cuts back inside Trippier, then curls it in. And then good header by Rodrigo, saved by Saved by Pope, a really good save from Pope. And then Ayling is able to come in on the follow-up and put it in the back of the net. Excellent goal, that first one. If Big Sam keeps us up, do you give him the job full time? I don't think so, because I think Big Sam is very suited to a situation like this. I don't think he's fantastic when he's got a full squad to bring in to have a full pre-season with, and I don't think that's the way that the football club really wants to play football in the future either. But it'd be interesting to see, won't it, really? Fabian Schär sends this one long. Oh, it's a good flick on from Willock there. Isak now with the ball. Isak looking to shape one up. He tries to curl it to the back post, chip it to the back post, and Robles is able to jump and catch that one. We need to try and keep Isak quiet today because he's a very good player. You saw what he did in that game a few weeks ago where he just dribbled through everyone and put it across for Jacob Murphy at the back post. I think it was it against Spurs? I can't remember who it was against. I lost track of all the goals that Newcastle scored in that Spurs game. Leeds have just lost the ball in midfield, and now Joe Linton breaking forward. Joe Linton looking to shoot, and Firpo makes a really good tackle there. Firpo's having a blinder. He can actually be a good defender when he's not completely stretched out of position, but Rodrigo's now trying to stretch the play, running down the line up against Dan Burn. Rodrigo goes past Dan Burn, tries to get the ball in the box, but can't quite, looking for options, gives it into Ayling. Ayling's touch is bad, but he keeps the ball, and he's won Leeds a throw-in there, so McKennie needs to get on this throw-in. Yeah, let McKennie have this throw-in and put it in the box. Yeah, that's it. McKennie's going to have this throw and he's going to try and put it in the box here. So this is as good as a cross. All the Newcastle fans pointing, saying he's taking too long, which is ironic from them. But McKennie then to try and put a long throw into the box here. And it's a good throw all the way in towards Robin Koch, and Robin Koch's header has been kept in well by Bamford because Dan Burn didn't know he was coming in behind him, so Leeds have still got the ball here. McKennie tries to take Willock on down the line, and he's won a free kick there. Has he? I think he's won a free kick. Yeah, he should definitely win a free kick there. Willock just trips him over. Good chance for Leeds to put a set piece in the box with Sam Greenwood as well. Decent set piece delivery. Well, I shouldn't have said that, should I? Because now it'll be terrible and it'll hit the first man. But all in all, Greenwood's always been decent at delivering free kicks, so I'll be looking for a decent delivery here and somebody to try and get on the end of it. Maybe McKennie or Rodrigo. Delivery from Sam Greenwood, and it's not great. It's behind everyone, but Leeds have managed to keep the ball. Ball with Firpo now. Firpo tries to switch the ball back out wide, but can't, and then Christensen heads it through, and it's gone all the way through to Nick Pope. Nick Pope rolls it out then. Joe Willock with the ball. Cuts inside. Tries to play a ball out wide, but Firpo's there and he's alive to it. Schär deals with that well. Joe Linton now with the ball. Into Guimaraes. Out wide to Dan Burn. Dan Burn plays it down the line. Now Isak with the ball up against Ayling. Gives it inside, and then a nice little 1-2 from Bruno Guimaraes there, but it's too much on it, and it's gone out for a Joel Robles goal kick. Good first 20 minutes to this first half then. Leeds are clearly executing the game plan that they'd set out to do. Waste a bit of time, break up the play, not let them get anything going, and then spring counter-attacks and score, and we've managed to do that so far, so we've done really well there. We've just got to make sure the concentration levels stay high. That's always been our problem. Long goal kick from Robles there, but Newcastle have won it back. And Firpo's done well to block off Almiron's path and Leeds have nearly got the ball back, but now it's Newcastle again. Newcastle come forward again with Joe Willock. Joe Willock's going to play it down the line for Isak. Now Christensen up against Isak. Isak cutting into the box. He's going to try and have a shot here, and it's blocked by Christensen. Ball back out wide to Willock, though, this time. Willock tries to clip it to the back post where Almiron's waiting, and Firpo heads it onto Almiron and out for a goal kick. Firpo's done really well so far. I'm really happy with Firpo's performance. Yeah, Firpo's just took a tiny little flick onto Almiron and then it's gone out for a goal kick. So good defending again there from Leeds. Robles clips it out wide to Ayling. Nice accurate goal kick there. Ayling's played it down the line, but Ayling's been absolutely wiped out there. I think somebody may be picking up a yellow card here, I'm not sure. Ayling was about to release it, about to send it down the line, and Willock came through and took his leg. Don't think it would have really hurt Ayling, but free kick nevertheless. Chance to get the ball forward again then here for Leeds. Ayling standing over this one. Tries to clip it down the line towards McKennie. McKennie against Byrne, and the ball's been cleared by Newcastle here. Verber does really well there to come through and take that one. And it's going to be a Newcastle throw-in right in front of the travelling fans. Joe Linton then. Back to Fabian Schär. Schär out wide to Trippier. Newcastle just stroking it round at the back here, trying to look for an opportunity to split the lines, but Leeds are not giving them too much in the way of those gaps. Ball down the line from Dan Byrne. Rasmus Christensen does well to cut that one out, and it's going to be a throw into Newcastle as he tackles Joe Willock. Come on, Leeds. Joe Linton plays the ball into Fabian Schär. Fabian Schär clips one down the line. Almiron tries to get it into the box, and it's defended well there by Rasmus Christensen. We need to be wary of those. Ball out wide and then straight into the box, but Newcastle have fluffed up the throw-in and have taken it straight out. Yeah, it was just Fabian Schär, just long ball over the top, and then a first-time ball into the box, and Callum Wilson would have been there if it wasn't for Rasmus Christensen. Although Rasmus Christensen was the one who played Trippier onside in the first place, but at least need to be wary of that line. We weren't a straight line then at all. We were completely odd-shaped, and we need to be in a straight line to be able to make sure that we catch those players offside and don't let them just get a free run behind us. And that's what I was talking about as well, about having the concentration levels. A lot of the time, Leeds' problem is that the concentration level drops. Newcastle playing it round at the back here. Ball with Dan Byrne. Leeds were trying to press but couldn't get anywhere near that one. Ball back into Joe Linton then. Joe Linton's going to look to play it wide, I think. Oh, he's given it to his midfield partner, Bruno Guimaraes. And Bruno's tried to play it down the line. It's gone all the way out for a Leeds goal kick. We're doing well to limit their opportunities to get the ball forward. You can just see when you look at the Elland Road from above just how old and crap parts of it are. It just all needs replacing, doesn't it? That west stand. That's the bit that's the oldest and the crappiest. Joe Robles to take this goal kick then. Sends it long towards the halfway line. Jack Harrison with a nice little touch. Jack Harrison tries to break forward again. Tries to play it into Rodrigo, but it's gone straight to Dan Byrne. And Bamford's trying to chase down Nick Pope here, and Nick Pope's absolutely sliced his clearance. And Ayling's won it back. Now Ayling's trying to press Dan Byrne. Now Ayling's tackled Dan Byrne, but Dan Byrne still managed to get the ball. And Leeds have won a throw-in. Good little bit of pressing then. Tom Brown saying a stiff breeze could blow parts of Elland Road down. It is in much need of a little TLC. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't seen it already, it's my most viewed video ever on the channel. So if you search by most popular, I did a video called The Elland Road Expansion Explained, or redevelopment, or whatever you want to call it. I think it hit 50k views the other day, which is unbelievable for my channel. Most I've ever had by about over double. But yeah, that explains what the plan was. Obviously, it might not happen exactly like that now because of everything that's going on, but that was the plan. So yeah, if you want to know more about the stadium redevelopments, I suggest going and checking out that video. Good little run there from... oh, that's a penalty! Penalty! Leeds have won a penalty! Joe Linton brings down Firpo in the box just as he does a lovely little underlap over Sam Greenwood's excellent dribbling. Perfect. Lovely bit of play. And he's been brought down in the box by Joe Linton. And that is a penalty. Lovely bit of dribbling from Sam Greenwood. Then into Firpo, who comes inside the box and then tangle her legs. And Joe Linton brings down Junior Firpo in the box. Penalty to Leeds United. I don't know who's going to take this. I think it should be Rodrigo over Bamford. I don't think Bamford's a great penalty taker. I think it's got to be Rodrigo for me. I am just going to minimise the streaming software so I won't see the chat for a minute, just until this penalty's taken, just in case somebody does say something in the chat. Come on, Leeds. It is going to be Bamford to take this one. Bamford up against Nick Pope then. Patrick Bamford up against Nick Pope. Come on. Come on. Come on, Pat Bamf. Put this one in. Please put this one in. Oh, saved. I knew he'd fucking miss it. Ah! Excuse my language, but I knew he would miss that. I said Rodrigo should take it. I said Rodrigo should take it. It's a bad penalty. It's a really bad penalty. It's a good height for the goalkeeper. It's not in the corner. It's a terrible penalty. Why is Bamford taking that over Rodrigo? You've got the opportunity. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter whether you want to score or not. It's got to be Bamford that takes that. Oh, he didn't touch him there, ref. Yeah, it's a throw in. Rodrigo had to take that. Rodrigo's the penalty taker, and he bags his penalties. I've been at many a game where Rodrigo's bagged his penalties. That's a terrible penalty. I'm sorry, but what, like... Oh, God, why's Bamford had to take it? I'm fuming. I am fuming. Oh, God. Why? Why? To win games like this, you have to finish chances like that. Absolutely. You get a penalty and a chance to put it 2-0 up, and you put Bamford on it. It's got to be Rodrigo. Bamford's not got the bottle for chances like that. And that could be the penalty to Newcastle. Move on, don't ruminate. Penalty to Newcastle instantly. I don't think that's a penalty. Oh, and you just know that Newcastle will finish theirs, don't you, as well, by the way. Ball into the box then. So Isak turns round, puts it into Bruno, then puts it back into Isak. Firpo falls over, and then Verba comes in and takes Isak down, but does he get the ball? No, it's a Stonewall penalty. Verba completely misses the ball and hits the player. Oh my God. We are horrendous, aren't we? So this is so Leeds United. What are we doing? put Rodrigo on the penalty, it's 2-0 up, this doesn't happen. Now, we've gone up the other end of the pitch, they've won a penalty, and it's Callum Wilson, so he's going to bag it because he's actually got a set of knackers on him. Callum Wilson up against Joel Robles then for the penalty, and you just know that Callum Wilson's going to score it. Wilson to take this one then. Yeah, he scores it. He scores it, of course he does. Alright, I think we're back. Not that I even want to be. God, I hate Leeds United. What are we doing? What are we doing? It's pathetic. Everybody else scores their penalties. We miss and then we just let them go up the other end and score. They barely had any chances before that. But yet Verba just brings him down in the box and what? Just free goal for them. Oh, hi, Matt. It's quite impressive to miss a pen and concede a pen within 5 minutes. It was actually within about a minute. It's horrendous. We're just so bad. Like, what are we doing? Why? What? Like, put Rodrigo on it. Rodrigo's the only one who is actually like bang on to score a penalty, and we've given it to Bamford, who we know is notoriously shaky with pressure situations. He missed that. Yeah, Patrick Nolan saying Bamford has single-handedly relegated Leeds. Well, I don't think it is so, because obviously what he did, what the rest of the team were like the whole rest of the season. But in these last couple of games, really, Bamford's missed those 2 sitters. That one against Leicester, he should have put in the back of the net easily. And then the one that, what's his face, that he just missed then. The penalty that he just missed then. What, like, put Rodrigo on it, please, God. Why? Trippier into the box, headed away, but not away enough. And then Dan Burns blasted it over the bar. Well, he's been injured most of the season, Matt. He's been... he's only played a couple of games, really. He's actually been injured most of the season, and apparently every game that he scored in, we've lost, which isn't great. But I would have scored that penalty. I'd have just banged that in the top right hand corner. Put me on him. Put me on penalties. Robles takes his goal kick to Ayling then. Let's hope that we can reset and that doesn't completely get in our heads. Ayling tries to play it down the line. He's just sliced it out. Just as I said, let's hope it doesn't get into our heads. Good tackle there from Robin Koch, but Bruno Guimaraes is so good at hanging on to that ball. It's now played out wide towards Kieran Trippier. Trippier into Joe Linton. Newcastle trying to break now. Leeds trying to get players back. Joe Linton down the line to Almiron. Almiron inside to Bruno Guimaraes. Guimaraes tries an outside of the foot pass and Firpo deals with it. But Greenwood's given the ball straight to a Newcastle player. Now Isak into Burn. Burn to Willock. Willock being forced back here by Rodrigo, but he's managed to get the ball into Guimaraes again, and Guimaraes out to Trippier. Trippier tries to play it down the line, but McKennie's cut that one out, but the ball just keeps dropping back to Newcastle players. Good tackle there from Robin Koch on Bruno Guimaraes, and then ball completely booted by a Newcastle player. Oh, but it's gone for a corner. Bloody hell. And they've got bloody Andre the Giant and Dan Burn at the back post, so every time they get a corner or a set piece, I'm just thinking that he's going to get his massive head on it. Is a draw a decent result? Not really. It gets us up to it. We'd still be in the relegation zone if we draw, but if we win, we'll go up to 16th, which is how mad it is at the moment. We're 18th at the moment. If we win, we go all the way up to 16th. If we draw, we'd go up only one place. Leeds are able to clear that. Rodrigo does well and tackles Callum Wilson there. Now Firpo looking for options. Rodrigo's having a go here at the ref. I don't know what for. I think the ref's trying to calm him down, but he needs to calm himself. Yeah, other results are dependent as well. You've got all the other teams are playing big teams this weekend, so Everton, City, Leicester, Liverpool. I can't remember, but all the other teams around us are playing like top 6 teams. So if we could get anything, it'd be massive. Ayling looking for options. Decent play there for Ayling into the ball into Sam Greenwood, and Sam Greenwood's pass isn't excellent, but Newcastle have slipped there, and now Jack Harrison with the ball looks to go out wide to Weston McKennie. Weston McKennie floats one in, but it's headed away by Trippier. Now Ayling goes up for the header, but Dan Burn's obviously going to win that one because he's absolutely gymongous. But now Joe Willock has won the ball off McKennie, and he's trying to go down the line here up against Rasmus Christensen. He cuts inside, and Robin Koch does well to defend that one, but it's straight back to Dan Burn, who seems to have a magnet on his chest at the moment. Now Trippier back out to the other side where Almiron's looking for it. Almiron down the line to Isak. Isak looking for options here. Back into Almiron. Almiron to the edge where Bruno's giving him a nice little pass. And it's blocked well there by Robin Koch in the end, and it's going to be a corner kick to Newcastle United. Now we're just hanging on till half time. We were 1-0 up and had a penalty, and now we're hanging on to stay 1-1 at half time. That's how quickly football changes, and that's how quickly you can get relegated. Patrick Bamford takes his usual position up at front post then, trying to stop this, and Ayling's trying to stop Dan Burn being on top of Joel Robles. Corner kick comes in then, headed up by Fabian Schär and onto the roof of the net, where it's going to be a Leeds goal kick. So we've survived another Newcastle set piece there. God, this is horrendous, isn't it? Oh, stop showing me Bamford's missed penalty. Yeah, the commentator as well, Lucy Ward, is it? She's saying that she doesn't know why Rodrigo didn't take it. And then Callum Wilson, I mean, no fault on Robles. Callum Wilson just puts an excellent penalty in the bottom corner, and that's what you were asking for from Bamford, and you just didn't get it, and that's the difference. Bamford now with the ball. Terrible touch, straight out for a goal kick. Come on, Bamford. Switch on. This is awful, isn't it? Being a Leeds fan is awful. There's very few highs and just mainly lows. I mean, it's awful. Forshaw's warming up, apparently, according to the commentators. Trippier now with the ball. But Firpo does well and wins the ball off him. Now Jack Harrison. And now it's been sent all the way into Joel Robles' hand. Why is Bamford in this team? He's the only one who can really hold it up. And we have had some moments where we wouldn't have even got the ball up there if Bamford hadn't have headed it down or brought it down and stuff. So he's good for that. But he just can't finish his dinner, can he? And so it might just be better to put Rodrigo up there and bring on Nonto on the right wing. I'd be all in favour of that. Oh, great play from Sam Greenwood, dropping the shoulder and going past Joe Linton. He's not watching his shoulder though, and somebody's able to just come in past him and nick the ball. Long ball there from Newcastle, and Leeds are able to bring that one down. Leeds seem to be maybe getting a little bit back into the swing of things now. Well done. Good little play from Leeds. Now Luke Ayling with a chance to drive forward. He's only really got a couple of people ahead of him, and his ball's just gone straight to Nick Pope. Come on, it's about quality and about getting that quality in the box in the final third, and we don't give ourselves even a chance to get on the head of it. Get on the end of it. We don't even give ourselves a chance by playing balls like that into the box. It's gone straight into Nick Pope's arms. Newcastle just with the ball at the back here then. Dan Burn with it. into Joe Linton's feet. Joe Linton plays it down the line for Joe Willock, but it's tackled there well by Rasmus Christensen. Christensen's having an okay game as well. CB Preacher saying we're playing frantic, we need to settle back and resume our original play. Yeah, we do really. It's just that we lose our heads a little bit when we concede a goal, and I think slowly we're getting back into the swing of things, and we're settling back down again now, which is good. But really, we just should have put the bloody penalty in the back of the net. Like, the thing is, people complain about Bamford, but we wouldn't have scored that first goal if it wasn't for him holding it up in the corner and then cutting back and putting a nice cross into the box with his weak foot. Like, that's good. Newcastle are nearly in here, but Robles is out to get that. And now Joe Linton's going to get a free kick for where he originally hit the ball from. But it looked like, I think Callum Wilson was maybe offside, I don't know, but Robles saved it anyway, but then it's been brought back for a foul on Joe Linton where Sam Greenwood clipped him. Oh, God. It's 3 minutes till half-time, so this is when we concede our second goal. You just know that's how it works, don't you? Kieran Trippier then is going to try and deliver this one into the box. Newcastle United's captain looking to put this one in. Curls it towards the back stick. It's gone over everyone, and Ayling's actually going to leave that for a goal kick. See, that's the difference. When you saw Ayling leave that for a goal kick so that Joel Robles could go and get the ball, slowly walk back to his goal, and then take a slow goal kick to waste time till half-time. When our past managers were here, let's say Bielsa. I know people go, oh, talking about Bielsa again, but just highlighting the difference in styles of play. Ayling would have got that ball and he would have started sprinting, much like the goal at Swansea. I've got a picture of Pablo Hernandez's celebration from that goal on my wall here. That goal at Swansea, when Ayling took the ball from there and he ran all the way down the line, that is exactly what would have been expected of him under previous management. But he's left it and let it go out for a goal kick. It's just different styles. Patrick Bamford into Sam Greenwood. Sam Greenwood shoots, blazes it over the bar. Come on, Sam, you are capable of better than that. We know you are. Do you bring Rutter on for Bamford at the break? I mean, I've suggested this before, but somebody made the point that, like, if he's fully fit and 3 managers in a row, well, let's discount Marsh because I think he came in after Marsh or something like that. But let's say that a couple of managers in a row haven't been playing him and he's a £35 million striker, then there must be something wrong there. But I'd be tempted to put Rodrigo as the centre striker, take Bamford off and put Nonto on the right wing, or put Harrison on the right wing and Nonto on the left. Either way, do something different than take Bamford off. Now Willock. Good tackle there by Ayling, but he's going to get another chance to put it in the box now, Willock. Ayling does well there. Just outstrengths Willock. And wins himself a throw-in as well there. I think he rolled his ankle, apparently, Willock there. But Ayling's good. Ayling just uses his body, gets in the way. Somehow Newcastle have got the ball back after we were showing that replay. And then McKennie's won it, and now Rodrigo's able to clear it as far as he possibly can. And Bamford is managing to battle for that one. Bamford's been brought down here, but it's not counted as a foul. 2 minutes then added onto this first half. We're still playing here. Fabian Schär with the ball. Oh no, sorry, it's Bruno Guimaraes. Into Dan Burns' feet. Out wide to Willock, who's made a miraculous recovery. Now Bruno Guimaraes again. Leeds are set up tightly in 2 banks of 4 here, so not much passing room for Newcastle. Although they are trying to drag us around a little bit. Ball with Isak now. Isak looking for options, but has to give it back to Trippier in the end, who's taken up a position in central midfield. Trippier again. Now Bruno Guimaraes. Now Isaac. Ball into Almiron. Almiron shoots. Curled just past the post. Oh, God. Hopefully, Robles had that covered. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think Robles had that covered. If it was on target, Robles would have saved that. Well, apparently Byrne and Ayling are having a little bit of a to-do whilst we were watching that replay. Why is he pushing Rasmus when Rasmus is not doing anything? He's just walking past, just pushing Rasmus in the chest. Like, all right. I don't know what happened there. Well, hopefully we'll see some sort of replay that explains what that was. Trying to understand. Ayling and the referee having a word with each other, and other players were getting involved. I don't know what happened. I think Ayling's just trying to explain himself to the ref. I don't know what that was about. Hopefully we get some sort of explanation. But we've only got 1 minute left of... actually, no. As soon as he kicks this, it'll be half-time. We haven't got 1 minute left. We've actually gone over. Bamford's terrible touch is going to be the last play of that first half. Right, I'm just going to go for a quick break. I'll only be 2 minutes. Can we sell Bamford at half-time, please? Get your substitutions in the chat, who you want to come on. For me, I think Rodrigo should move to central striker. Bamford should come off, and Nonto should come on the right or left wing, depending on where Harrison plays. I think that should be the move for me. Everybody else, get your substitutions, what you think we should make in the chat, and I'll react to them when I come back. I should only be 1 or 2 minutes, so back in a second. Hello, I am back. Okay, back of the net saying 100% agree with those changes. I think it's the best change to make, to be honest. Alex Hurst explaining why Ayling was annoyed. He put the ball out of play when a Newcastle player was down. They picked it up and played it in, and the Newcastle player got out without treatment. Right, so they were just taking the mick, really. Leeds should bring out our youth team for the second half. Shelley saying a tale of two penalties, sadly. I'm not sure Bamford is mentally strong for this at the moment. Getting Nonto on, yeah, agreed. I think most people are agreeing with me, aren't they? CB Preacher saying Nonto in for Bamford, switch Rodrigo up front and switch sides with Jack. Somerville come on for Jack at 65, 70th. That's exactly what the same thing that I would have said as well. Oh yeah, Mike Balanoff saying Bamford off for sure. Either a straight swap for Ruta or bring on Nonto, like you just said. Shelley saying yes, Somerville and Forshaw as well. I think Greenwood's played well. I think he's a little bit rusty in terms of not realising that people are coming back, like making recovery runs and taking the ball off him, because he thinks once he's beat somebody, that's it then. But he needs to run away a little bit more. But yeah, they need to kind of be aware of that. But other than that, I think Greenwood's playing well. I'm not sure I would take Greenwood off. Shelley's saying we need to keep it tighter on their attackers as well. We were dropping off far too much in that last 5 minutes, giving them too much space. Yeah, I think if we defended them really well for the first sort of 20 minutes, half an hour, and then there started to become a few gaps, didn't we? Didn't there, in the back line, and that's when you start to see them getting chances. Reaper saying Bamford is rubbish. He missed a penalty against Arsenal that cost us, and now the most important game of our season over him. I think he just needs to not take a penalty ever again. I think Rodrigo has to take that penalty, which goes on to what Jamie's saying, and below that is that why did Bamford take it? Rodrigo should have taken it. Yeah, and I just don't get it, because every time I've seen Rodrigo take a penalty, he's scored it. It's been confident. He's put it in the right place, and he's like, do you know what I mean? He just seems like he knows he's going to score. Like, he's got that confidence about him, and that's what you need with a penalty taker. So yeah, it's so annoying to see Bamford take it and then miss it. Lee Wood, I'm not going to read out your comment just in case it jinxes us. Russell saying, so why is Greenwood still in then? He is only on for set pieces and they haven't been that good. Greenwood isn't a midfielder. Greenwood's playing well in midfield. There's been a few chances where without Greenwood we don't win the penalty. That we didn't score it, but like, he still, to win a penalty is excellent. He cut inside and he took on two Newcastle players and played a nice pass into the path of Firpo, who then won the penalty. Like, Greenwood's a good midfielder, and we need to give him a little bit more chance in there. I think he's playing well. Acombe Tony is saying, I've given up on football and will now be watching curling. Better for my heart. Yes, well, I think we all wish we could watch something that was better for our heart. Or we just wish that Leeds were... I think we just wish that Leeds were a nice, calm, 10th place finish team, don't we? Just for a couple of seasons. Matt Lee saying, I feel bad for Paddy. He did well with the cross for the first goal, but Rodrigo should take it. Yeah, it shouldn't have been on him to take it anyway, should it? But I don't think Sam will sub Bamford at half-time. I don't know. I feel like that would be even worse for his confidence, but at the moment, I don't care about his confidence. I care about winning a game of football, because we've only got 3 games left, or 2.5 now. Alex saying, it felt like we let Pat take it to try and get his confidence up, yeah, which is what we were saying then. After the miss last week, but it's a huge gamble and obviously backfired massively. Yeah, you shouldn't be gambling on stuff like that just for a player's confidence, should you, in a relegation battle. Shelley saying, yes, I expected Rodrigo to step up for the pen. He's confident, unlike Bamford. Yeah. Exactly. Just watching the replay of the goal now where Bamford does really well. Yeah. Isak was supposed to be marking him there, but he doesn't. And then Ayling comes in at the back post. But Bamford, excellent cross in. Well, actually, I think it probably would have been a lot worse, but it was a good cross because of a deflection off Trippier, but then exactly where you want him, Ayling's in on the rebound. We really needed that goal, and Sam went crazy for it, but that penalty. Oh, that penalty. The thing is, though, if we can win this game, we give ourselves such a better chance of staying up. I was just talking about the penalty now. Definite penalty and the foul and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But Bamford, man. Please. Please. Oh, it's a terrible penalty. Why have you done that? And then Newcastle go up and win a penalty as well. I don't know what Verba... I mean, Verba's got a lot of credit in the bank for me because of how good he's been compared to our other defenders, but he's completely wiped out Isak here. He didn't need to either. He just needed to shield him. That's all he needed to do. Firpo falls over, which doesn't help, but then he just needed to shield him. If Firpo does not slip, they don't get a pen. He was in front of Isak, yeah. But, I mean, what can you do about that? Shelley said Newcastle didn't show anything until a penalty. We've totally let them back in. Let's see what our resilience is like second half. Yeah, absolutely. And I think the thing is that they weren't really getting much, were they, until they scored. When they scored, they then had a period of dominance. But because we've now weathered that, that gives me a bit of confidence. Usually when we concede, we quickly concede another within the next sort of 5-10 minutes, because that's when our heads have gone. That's when we're really defensive. That's when we sort of lose our shape and everything goes a little bit wrong. But we didn't concede another one. We kept it tight. We didn't concede another one. We were maybe a little bit lucky at times, but we didn't concede another one, and we've got to half time, which then gives me a bit more confidence that now we'll be able to go on into this second half and restart, just start fresh like we did the first half, and go and get another goal. Alan Kennedy saying, do you think there'll be any changes at half time? Now, I was saying that I want Bamford off, Rodrigo to go up top, and then Nonto to come on one of the wings, and then maybe switch Nonto and Harrison around. But I don't know if he'll make it. I don't know if he'll make any half-time subs. Apparently Forshaw was up warming up a couple of times. But yeah, we'll have to see what changes he makes. I don't think he might win. I don't think he'll make any at half-time. Tom Brown saying it's now just a 45-minute game. Let's go win it. Shelley saying we need the crowd behind them now. They went a bit quiet after the pen. Yeah, and to be fair, you can't blame them, can you? Because it kills you that when you're in the ground and you win a penalty, everybody celebrates. Then you miss the penalty. Then they go up and miss a penalty. It's the most deflating thing ever. They go up and score a penalty. Sorry, it's the most deflating thing ever. It's horrible. Alan saying, I think he will leave it for 10-15 minutes. We can still win this. Oh yeah, we can definitely still win this. It's possible. We were the better team for the first sort of, well, until we missed that penalty, we were the better team. And so we really need to try and just settle down, start again, and well, get a goal, really. That's what we need, isn't it? Get a goal, and most of all, don't concede one. Because let's have a look at the live table. Premier League. Live table. So it takes us to 18th, 1 point behind Everton. But if we were to win, it takes us up to 16th because of our goal difference. So it's like the difference between us getting one goal now could be 3 places in the Premier League. That's how big this is. One goal could take us up to 16th, and that, for our confidence and everything, would be absolutely massive. Excuse me. I don't understand why our top scorer didn't take the pen, though. No, I'll never understand that. I really don't understand it. Oh, bloody hell, they're releasing another Fast and Furious film. Jesus. He's about 100 now. Paul Wilson saying, unless Bamford scores the winner today, there is no longer any real reason to defend Bamford. Yeah, I think I might be coming around to the same school of thought as you now, that it might be over for me with Bamford. I continue to defend him because I can see why he's in the team, because of the hold-up play and the way he brings the ball down and stuff. But really, at some point, you sort of just have to say it's not worth having him on the pitch because of the chances that he misses. So for me in this one, Rodrigo's got to play up top in the middle, and you've got to bring Bamford off. I just think Bamford has to come off now. I just don't think he's good enough as a striker, as a finisher. Excuse me. A finisher of the ball. I just don't think he's good enough. Oh, come on, I want the second half to start now. I just want to get it over with. Gregory saying annoying because he sets up the goal, which is harder to score from. Yeah, but then I watched it back, the replay, and he does actually... He gets a big old deflection off Trippier's foot, which makes it a good cross. Because if he didn't, I don't think it would be a good cross. I think we're back on now. If Bamford had a little confidence already, it must be totally shot now. He has to come off, yeah. And it's not going to change in the space of 10 minutes, is it? 15 minutes half time. He needs to... looks like the Leeds players are coming back out onto the pitch. He really needs to... he really needs to come off, I think. Apparently Newcastle should have had another... I don't think that's a penalty. I think he's just gone down there. No, that's not a penalty. He's dived there. They're saying that Newcastle should have had another penalty where McKennie jumped up. Oh. Greenwood is off. Forshaw is on. We're about to kick off here in the second half. There we go. You can see the substitutes on the left-hand side now. Greenwood off, Forshaw on. We're underway here at ELLAND ROAD for the second half. Leeds versus Newcastle, 1-1 at the break. It's now the second half and Leeds massively need a goal. Forshaw looking for options, but he's kind of run down a little corridor here and he's done well to give it back to Robles, who's going to clear it up to the halfway line. Come on, Leeds, let's get into this second half and let's get a goal. Ayling brings that one down. Plays it out wide to Rodrigo. Rodrigo's looking for options into Ayling. Ayling's been tackled, but it's gone for a Leeds throw-in. Leeds should have had another penalty because Bamford shouldn't have counted. What? Because we missed. We need to take another one. Of course, stop yawning. I think it just comes with... When you talk this much, it just makes you yawn. It was just too awful. Yeah, it's not fair, is it? They should have let us take it with the proper penalty taker. They should have said, oh, you've had your joke one now. Now put Rodrigo on it. Go on. McKennie tries to play it inside to Harrison. Harrison pressing, but Newcastle have done really well to play through Leeds and get the ball away. Now Isak with the chance to play it down the line for Callum Wilson. Verber's with him though. Verber's fouled him, I think. Yeah, Verber's fouled him. Another chance for Newcastle to get the ball in the box, and it's worrying a minute and a half into the second half that they've already got a chance. Like, they didn't have a chance, but they had a lot of space to counter-attack into and to run into there, which is worrying. You shouldn't have that much room, should they? Trippier then with a chance to put the ball in the box. We are a bit obsessed with giving free kicks away, only a matter of time. Yeah, I don't understand why we give so many free kicks away in dangerous positions. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, why do we do this to ourselves? Trippier then curls one in to the back post. Robles punches it, but not very far, and it's gone for a Leeds goal kick. Yeah, I think somebody got in his way there, Robles, but he punched it straight up in the air and then backed off back to his goal again. He maybe should have come out and got the second one as well. He punched it. He should have then carried on running maybe, but he backed off to his goal. Robles then clips that one into midfield. Rodrigo with a nice little chest down, and then Forshaw manages to somehow get a ball to Ayling through a deflection. Now Rodrigo on the right wing. Rodrigo tackled there by the Newcastle player, and then Forshaw's ball into McKennie wasn't great, but Leeds have got a chance with McKennie now to put the ball into the box with this long throw in. Come on, Weston. He should be as good as a corner. Yeah, McKennie might have been a bit flat-footed as well, yeah. Bit of a combination of both. I think Forshaw pinged it into him. Long throw in then from McKennie, and it's caught by Nick Pope. Now Nick Pope looking for options. And he's going to look to roll that now. He's going to take his time. And now he's thrown it out to the left-back position where Dan Burns waiting for it. Ball back to the centre-back now. Newcastle with the ball at the back. We just need to settle down a bit, I think. Settle down a bit. Play with a little bit more calmness. Oh, Firpo's just gone through the back of Almiron there, but Bamford's picked up the ball. Bamford's now running with it into the Newcastle half. Tries to clip it through for McKennie, but it's a terrible pass. I'm sorry, but I can't see much more of Bamford on the pitch here. I think he's playing really poorly. Just playing head-in tennis at the moment. Now Rodrigo chests it down, but the ball's gone back to Rasmus Christensen. And Robin Koch tries to flick one out to the right-hand side where Ayling's waiting for it. Ayling brings it down nicely and gives it into Forshaw. And Leeds just trying to build something here, but Newcastle are doing a good job of stifling any attacks that we might have. Ball down the line for Rodrigo. Rodrigo with the ball. Looking to get a ball in the box. Curls it in towards Bamford, and then it hits Robin Koch's feet. I mean, that's what happens when you have a centre-back making a run into the box. Rodrigo does well there to keep the ball. How is that a free kick to them, man? Oh, my God. Bamford's touch is actually not bad there. It goes straight to the feet of Robin Koch, who should have been able to take that with him, but he's a centre-back, so he's not going to bring it in his path and put it in the top corner, is he? And that's the problem you have with playing a centre-back in midfield. When they do make a run into the box, they're not going to do anything because it's a centre-back and they've not got that sort of skill set and that composure to bring the ball with them and stuff. Ayling does well to clear that one, as though it nearly fell in the box for a Newcastle player. Now Trippier, back with Almiron. Almiron into Bruno Guimaraes. He's still got the ball into the box and then flicked on and then shot over the bar. It's going to be a corner. The ball flicked up nicely there, I think, for Callum Wilson, and he's just smashed it over the bar. I don't think that was a corner, you know. I think that if they've given that as a corner, it's not a corner. It should actually be a goal. Callum Wilson is down, holding his leg, rolling around on the floor, and then he just winked at his teammate. So he's not in any pain at all, the little git. Kieran Trippier then with a corner that should never have been a corner, because Callum Wilson kicked it straight out and just happened to kick Rasmus Christensen's leg. Trippier with the ball in then. He's gone out for a goal kick. Thank God for that. And they're complaining that should have been another corner, but the first one should never have been a corner, so I think we're even now. No, it just came off Fabian Schär's face. That's what happened. Wilson headed it onto Fabian Schär's cheek here, and then it just rolled out, so it was a Leeds goal kick, and now Robles with the chance to get the ball up the field and relieve the pressure a little bit on Leeds United. JC Gamer saying, honestly, Joel Robles is decent. Yeah, he is, and I think people clowned on him a bit when we brought him in, but he's just a good journeyman goalkeeper, and he's been in relegation battles before. He's won an FA Cup with Wigan. He's a decent goalkeeper. Robin Koch's pass is blocked there, and it's Leeds have picked the ball up though here. Ball from Ayling into Rodrigo, and Dan Burns able to get there. Leeds players have covered the most kilometres by far, other than Guimaraes. The top 5 people who've run are all Leeds players, except Bruno Guimaraes. But if Bamford just used his right foot, he could have passed it to McKennie then. Nice little flick there from Firpo. I don't know how he managed to keep that going. Now Firpo with the ball again. Now Bamford. Now Firpo. Firpo into the box. He's tried to win himself another penalty, but that one definitely wasn't. Now Forshaw's done well to win the ball back. Forshaw's done really well to win the ball back. Come on, Leeds. Let's have a bit of impetus now. Harrison gets tackled, but still manages to keep the ball in play, I think. Oh, it's going to be a throw into Newcastle. Shh. What did you think of the Crystal Palace game? I had to go for a walk before I smashed the TV. I was there, and I watched us have a really good... I watched us have the best first half that we've had all season. I watched us have the best first half that we've had all season, and then I watched us have the worst for second half, and it was horrendous. CB Preacher saying, "I'd okay if you have the same commentators, but they are so biased against Leeds." I don't think it will be because we've got in the UK, Lucy Ward is the co-commentator, and she literally used to play for Leeds United ladies, I think. And so she's actually, I'm pretty sure she's from Leeds or Yorkshire somewhere, and she's a Leeds fan, so she's not biased. Fabian Schär now with the ball. Ball into Trippier's feet. Ball down the line from Guimaraes. Now Almiron. Almiron with a chance to put it in, and Firpo does really well again. And it's going to be another Newcastle corner. Firpo calling for a goal kick there. Thinks it came back off. Thinks it come back off Almiron there, but yeah, I think Firpo's had a really good game today so far. But they've got a chance to put the ball in the box again here from this corner. There's a guy behind Allan Saint-Maximin who's warming up, who's got 3 fingers in casts. A Leeds fan. Rodrigo cleared that one off the line there. Now Kieran Trippier puts it towards the front post, and then Forshaw saves. And then Robles has got to be up for that one. He punches it away, and then McKennie flicks it on one more. But Newcastle have still got the ball, and they try to put it back in the box again, and then cleared. And now McKennie with the ball. McKennie tries to play it down the line for Rodrigo. Rodrigo trying to run onto this, up against Dan Burn. He's got Bamford in the middle. He looks up for an option. Cuts inside. Curls it towards Harrison. Now Bamford with the ball in the box. Bamford tries to shoot. And it's going to be... Is it going to be offside? Or apparently Bamford handballed that. Apparently Bamford handballed that in the end. What can Bamford do about that? It was a bloody millimetre away from him. Yeah, that one, their header a minute ago would have been in the bottom corner, I think, if Rodrigo wasn't on the line to clear it away. So well done to Rodrigo for being there. Oh yeah, like I was saying before as well, Allan Saint-Maximin is warming up for Newcastle. I don't know which side I'd rather he went on, up against Firpo or Ayling, because Firpo's having a really good game, but we've seen that he can get skinned by skillful players, and Ayling does get skinned quite a lot by skillful players. I think Newcastle player is going to get a yellow card for diving here. Yes, Bruno Guimaraes, he's just dived and got a yellow card. JC Gamer, people used to think that Firpo was terrible. It took him a while, but he's finally found his place in the team. Yeah, and I think it just comes with playing a little bit more defensively. He's not caught out of position all the time, and that was his issue, I think. He was always out of position and having to make recovery runs and stuff, and then when he was making recovery runs, he was getting skilled because he's putting all his momentum into getting back, and when they cut back, then he goes flying past them. But giving him an opportunity to sit back a little bit more has made him a lot better of a defender for Leeds. McKennie trying to win the ball here off Bruno Guimaraes, but now Ayling has it. McKennie with the ball again, gives it to Rodrigo. And now McKennie, give it to Forshaw. Now Robin Koch, nice ball into Rodrigo and gets it back. Then a ball out wide to Harrison. Harrison puts the ball in the box, and there's nobody there at the front post. That's exactly where you need a striker, at the front post there to finish that one off. It was a good play from Leeds, but Ayling's just been skinned there and is nowhere near it. Now Willock is trying to run back through, and Robles is able to come out and catch that one, or collect it at least. Yeah, Rodrigo's looking better and better, isn't he? And he just looks like he's the only one who's doing his job properly, really. Well, no, actually, that's harsh because I think Firpo's played really well today. Some other players have had good games. Firpo's just gone in studs up on Bruno Guimaraes. I think he's going to get a yellow card for that. You could get a red, you know. If they review this and say that he's gone over the top of the ball, it could be a red card challenge. He's going to get a yellow card for Firpo, which I think is fair on the basis of that tackle, but he didn't need to make that. Oh, he's not too high with it. He's not too high with it. No, there's no serious foul play there. I don't think Harrison's been fantastic. He hasn't had a massive amount of to do, really. No, I don't. It can't be serious foul play. It's like you're not allowed to even go for the ball anymore. He's not like completely studs up, is he, going over the ball? He's like... Check complete. No red card. No serious foul play. That's good. But Firpo is now on a yellow card, and I'm pretty sure they're about to bring on Alain Saint-Maximin to play against him, so that's not great. We'll have to see. I would assume that it would be... Almiron that's going to come off, but Big Sam, Robbie Keane and whatever that other bloke's called are in deep conversation here on the touchline. Gives Trippier another chance to put the ball forward into the box though, but this one's a bit further out, so hopefully Robles can claim it or a defender can get to it before a Newcastle player. Trippier takes the free kick then, long in towards the box. Headed by Verber, then by Bamford. And it's going to be offside, I think. CB Preach saying the leagues want more goals, so they hamstring defenders from being able to stop players. Yeah. Oh, Nonto's warming up, I think, and I'm sure another Leeds player just went to warm up as well, but I couldn't quite see who that one was. I'm trying to see who the subs are that Leeds are about to bring on. Not at the moment, though. Dan Burn heads that one away after Robles' goal kick. Oh, free kick. Now he's... what's he called? Joe Willock, that's the one. Joe Willock up against Ayling, and Joe Willock absolutely skinned Ayling. Clips it in towards the back post, and Robles punches it away. Decent distance on it, but it goes to Bruno Guimaraes, and now Dan Burn. Leeds have just left a gap there for Willock. Now Willock with the ball, and now tackled there by Leeds, and Rasmus Christensen's able to clear it as far as he possibly can, and it goes all the way to Sven Botman, who's able to clear that one up. Tamsterman, welcome. Afternoon, fellow masochists. Yeah, this is such a nervy watch. I mean, if we'd have gone 2-0 up, it doesn't bear thinking about, does it? If we'd have gone 2-0 up, we would have been happy now and plain sailing, but bloody hell, we don't like half doing it the hard way, do we? McKennie does really well. Good tackle there. And then ball out wide towards Harrison here. Harrison's done well against Trippier. Oh, but now Robin Koch's done really well, and now Harrison with the chance again. Harrison puts it towards the box, and nobody's at the front post again. The clearance hasn't gone very far, though, and that's a push. McKennie over the bar. That's a push on Robin Koch, who won that header then. How can you not give... That's a free kick on the edge of the box. Terrible clearance from Shah, and then Joe Linton just pushes Robin Koch out the way when he wins that, and then McKennie just needs to get his head over the ball. Looks like Wilfred Nonto is going to be coming on now then. Oh, it's Jack Harrison that's coming off for Nonto. Ball with Dan Burn now. Firpo sends it back to Robles. Robles is going to have to clear this with his weak foot, and I think it may go out for a... yeah, it's going out for a throw-in. Leeds are going to make some subs now. Wilfred Nonto's going to be coming on for Jack Harrison. So that's Nonto on for Harrison. And I don't think Sam Maximan's come on yet. So no Newcastle subs yet. Harrison off, yes. Harrison's the one who's gone off. Tackle there by Firpo, but it's gone out for another throw-in. Don't agree with Harrison off yet. I think it definitely should have been Bamford that went off. Rodrigo up front and then Nonto on one of the wings. It's now going to be Trippier to try and take a long throw in here. Headed away by Verber. Only to the edge of the box though. Nonto using his strength against Almiron. Almiron still manages to flick it. And Leeds are... I thought they were going to be able to clear, and then Forshaw slices it with his weak foot and it's gone out for another throw-in. Quick throw-in taken by Newcastle then, and now Bruno Guimaraes into the middle. Dan Burn with the ball now. Callum Wilson. Now Bruno Guimaraes again. Leeds doing well to try and get the ball away here. And Ayling is not fouled. Chance for Newcastle and cleared well by Verber there. But Newcastle have got the ball again and are able to try and get it into the box. It's towards the back post and headed wide by Isak. And Isak screaming for a handball there. Oh, God, they're screaming for a handball then. It touches Firpo's hands, but I'm sure Firpo gets pulled down. It's going to be a penalty. But, to me, Firpo's been fouled there by Isak, and he's been pulled down from behind, so he's falling like that to stop his fall, and it's hit him on the hand. But it's a penalty. He's going to the monitor, but for me, Firpo's pulled back like this, and he's stopping. He's oh, God. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. He's not going to get a second yellow. But bloody hell. Oh, God. Oh, we're down then, aren't we? Oh, my God. Why do we do this to... Has Robles just got a yellow card as well? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why did we just... Ugh. He's going to score. They're saying it's a long time to think about it for Callum Wilson and stuff. But he's going to score, isn't he? Oh my God. Come on. Of course he scores. Of course he scores. Can you believe this? We've missed a penalty and given them 2 penalties. That's it now. We don't get anything out of this. Oh, I hate Leeds United. Now even if we score, we only get a point. Who said it at half time? Somebody said 3-1. It's going to be another corner to Newcastle. I hate Leeds United. Why do we do this to ourselves, honestly? If we'd have put Rodrigo on that, we are 2-0 up and this doesn't happen. It's decisions. Apparently Nonto got a yellow card for protesting against the penalty as well. Corner from Newcastle and taken short. Bad touch by Bruno Guimaraes, but it's gone to Willock. And now Bruno with the chance to give it out wide again. Trippier's taken a terrible touch there. Looks like there's going to be some subs now. San Maximan and Anthony Gordon are coming on for Almiron and Wilson. Oh, God. This is horrendous, isn't it? We could have been 2-0 up, yeah. Take Bamford off, man. Like, at this point, just try Rutter. See what he can do. Oh, Rodrigo's lost the ball and now Alan Maximan has it. But now Leeds have won it back. And Ayling's done a classic Ayling flop to win the ball back there. I think Callum Wilson got a yellow card when he was walking off then. Not sure what for, but at this point put Keane on. Yeah. Ball forward from Joel Robles. Good header from Firpo. Firpo with it again. Back to Nonto. Nonto tries to play it into McKennie's feet, but it's cut out by Guimaraes. And now they're trying to play a ball through. And Rasmus Christensen takes it off Robles and tries to send it down the line. It's going to be a Leeds throw in. Pope comes out and sends that one long. Ayling now with the ball. Forshaw now with it. Back into Verber's feet. Verber looking for options, but Newcastle are just going to sit in now and sit on this 2-1 lead. And when you play a terrible pass like that, he's got to be offside there. Newcastle are full on in on goal here, and they try and play it across, and they just went through on goal and squared it across the keeper and put it in the bottom corner. But I think Isak is offside. Come on, Leeds. McKennie's been brought down by Saint-Maximin there, but it's not given as a foul. But Leeds have won the ball back through Ayling. Now Forshaw with it. Come on, Leeds. Show a bit of fight. Show a bit of spirit and actually go and attack and get a goal. Now McKennie with it. McKennie looking for options. Doesn't really have any, but now Forshaw in a little bit of space in midfield. Tries to play it through, but it's gone to no one. And then it's gone straight to Newcastle again, and they're able to counter-attack. It's going to be like this for the rest of the game now, and if they don't score another, I'll be shocked. Now Isak with the ball coming into the box. Tries to square it. Cleared, chested into the path of Robles by Christensen, and Robles is able to pick it up. Forshaw into Ayling's feet. Ayling tries to play one down the line, but it's gone over everyone, and Pope is able to just come out and send it long. Nonto thinks he's been fouled there, but it's nothing given, and Newcastle are able to counter-attack again. Now Willock, he's going to go out wide here to Anthony Gordon. Good tackle there by Firpo, but Gordon's got the ball back. Now Bruno. Now Joe Linton. Out wide again to Anthony Gordon. Gordon plays it inside to Bruno Guimaraes. Back to Trippier. Trippier clips it into the box where Gordon's waiting. They're just trying to play it around, and they've lost the ball here, and now Nonto's going to try and break with it. Gives it into Rodrigo. Rodrigo's going to have to try and play it out wide to Ayling here. Ayling with the ball, but Saint-Maximin's right on his tail, and he's brought him down here, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick and a chance to get the ball forward again. McKennie with it. McKennie tries to put the ball into the box where Bamford's waiting, and it's going to be a Leeds corner. Come on, Leeds. We've still got 13 minutes plus injury time, and there was some VAR time as well, so... Nonto with the ball. Nonto cuts it back to the back post, clips it in. It drops to Rodrigo. No, it doesn't. Drops for Christensen. Christensen shoots. Goal! on! It's exactly what we needed. Come on, we're back in it. 2-2. 2-2. Come on, Leeds. Go on and get that third now. Please don't put it in the chat before a goal goes in, by the way. Come on, Rasmus. Three goals this season now for Rasmus Christensen. Ball comes to Nonto from a short corner. Nonto then clips it towards the back post. Bamford heads it, comes off a Newcastle player and then deflects out where Rasmus hits it, and I think it takes a big deflection. I think it takes a big deflection off Dan Burn here, you know. Oh, no, it doesn't. It comes off the side of Trippier's head and goes right in the bottom corner. Come on. Come on. Look away for 10 minutes and it's 2-2. Matt saying, yeah. It's what happens when you get to this time of the season, isn't it? Everybody wants points, so everybody tries a little bit harder to get them. Come on, Nonto. Nonto's got Anthony Gordon chasing him. He's looking for options. He's won a throw in there for Leeds. Come on, Leeds. Now Firpo. Back to Verba. A point is better than nothing. But I feel like we deserve more from this game. Nonto, Trippier's got his hands all over him. That's got to be a foul. Yeah, Leeds have won a free kick. Come on, Leeds. We've won a free kick in a decent position. Get it in the box. Get a big head on it. Come on then. Forshaw's going to take this one. So at the moment, that point takes us up to 18th and keeps us within touching distance of Everton. But, well, Everton have got Man City, so you'd like to think that Everton will lose that one and will only be 1 point behind them going into West Ham and Spurs. But if we can win this game, it gives us a massive chance of staying up. Forshaw then, with the chance to curl this one into the box. Forshaw puts it into the box, headed just over the bar by Bamford. Well, not just over the bar. He pretty much skied that one, but come on. Oh, it came off Bamford's bloody shoulder. Came off Bamford's shoulder and flew over the bar. As a striker in the Premier League, you should be able to get your head on a free kick like that, a cross like that. And it's hit his shoulder and gone over the bar. Now Gordon with the ball. Gordon out to Willock. Willock's going to play it out wide here. Alan Saint-Maximin with the ball. Looking for options. Takes on Ayling. Looks to put the ball in the box and Leeds are able to clear through Robin Koch. Patrick Bamford's trying to hold the ball up here. And he's won a free kick. See, that's why you want Bamford. That's why you want Bamford. He just gives you... His horrendous finishing ability has killed us, but that hold-up play, Sven Botman is all over him. He keeps the ball, then he wins himself a free kick and he takes all the pressure off that Leeds defence after they clear it. That's exactly what a hold-up player should do. It's just that you need somebody who can finish it as well. And I feel like in the summer, if we stay up or if we go down, we can find somebody who can do hold-up play and can also put the ball in the back of the net as well. Obviously not Mitrovic himself, but that sort of mould of player where he's a big, strong lad, he bullies people about, he's good at hold-up play, but he's also somebody who can shoot. Robin Koch and a couple of Newcastle players in a little bit of a tussle there, but Leeds have got the ball back, and now Adam Forshaw with it. Forshaw into Robin Koch. But Rodrigo tries to just nick in there, and now Robin Koch's got the ball, and Robin Koch should win a free kick, but doesn't. And now Leeds have still got the ball back. Now the ball with Ayling looking to put it in the box. It's been cleared out, and it's going to be... Oh, it wasn't going to be a corner. It nearly was. Ayling does really well against Saint-Maximin there. Well done. Firpo with the ball out wide to Nonto. Nonto's got Trippier trying to come through the back of him. But Verba tries to put a ball down the line. It goes all the way through to share, but it's gone straight back to Forshaw with the clearance. Now Robin Koch knees it towards Bamford, and Bamford's been brought down again there, so a good free kick opportunity for Leeds. Oh, come on, Leeds are doing better now. Come on! Bamford gets brought down by Botman again there, so Leeds have got a free kick in a decent position. Chance of, well, Forshaw and McKennie are stood over it, so one of them's going to try and put it in the box, I assume towards the back post, where somebody's going to try and make a curving run round to it. But if we can get on the end of this. Come on, Leeds. Leeds fans are back in full voice again after that deflating double penalty. Forshaw now. Forshaw gives it a short to Firpo. Now Firpo's going to try and curl it into the box. It goes towards the back post. Headed back. Oh, they tried to head it back across, but it's going to be a goal kick in the end. What a waste of a set piece. See, and that's what... If you cut to Big Sam now, we'd be going, what a waste! Bruno Guimaraes now with the ball into Joe Linton. Come on, Leeds. Ball with Fabian Schär. Schär out to Trippier. Trippier to Bruno again. Bruno runs into the midfield. And gives it to Dan Burn on the opposite side. So Newcastle coming up the left now. Saint-Maximin facing back towards his own goal and gives it back to Dan Burn. Good defending there from Leeds to push him away. Newcastle have just got safe possession back at the back again, and Schär's just knocked one over towards the Leeds corner flag, and Trippier's managed to get it, and both players have slipped. That must be a really slippy area of the pitch. Now Bruno Guimaraes out wide to Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin's inside the box. He shoots. Good save by Joel Robles. Good save by Joel Robles. Tamsterman, I'm feeling a little bit more positive now than I was 10 minutes ago. I'll say that much. More positive than them, but not massively positive. I think we could go on and get a winner in this game, but we could just as easily go on and get a loser, concede one. Aronson, Aronson's about to come on, cleared there by Trippier, and then it's judged to be a foul on Claire Balding. Anthony Gordon. So they're bringing off Willock. And they're bringing on... Is he called Elliot Anderson? Aronson's coming on as well for Leeds. Rodrigo's going off. Why is Rodrigo going off? Our goal scorer is going off. Like, why? Bamford should have been the one to go off. You're absolutely right. I wouldn't have minded Aronson coming on if you put Aronson on the right wing and put Rodrigo up top and bring Bamford off. I don't get it. Now Anderson with the ball. Luke Ayling does well, and then Aronson's battling for it as well, and then Ayling's gone down with the classic Ayling flop and won a free kick there. So Leeds have got a chance to try and send this one long. Come on. I don't think Christensen's shot would have gone in if it didn't hit it didn't hit what's his face, Trippier on the side of the head. Sorry, I was just watching a replay of Ayling giving Rasmus a big kiss on the head after he scored that goal. Throw in then to Newcastle. We've got the ball with Schär at the back. Schär out to Trippier. Trippier tries to send it long, but Nonto's there to block it and it's going to be another throw into Newcastle. Trippier throws it in. Aronson trying to battle Joe Linton for it, but Joe Linton's gone round him. Dan Burn with the ball. So Maximin plays it into Anderson. Trying to get the ball in the box towards the back post. Nonto's going to be able to get there before Isak. And you just need Nonto to send this. Oh, he's done the Ayling flop, Nonto. And he's won a free kick. They're all doing it now. They're all at it. Ayling floppers. Oh, if only 4 of you like the stream, you'll get up to the amount of viewers that are in here. So there must be 4. Harrison and Rodrigo haven't gone and sat on the bench like they usually do. They're actually sat on the grass by the medical team for some reason. Robles then with the free kick. He's going to try and send it as long as he can down the line. It doesn't go anywhere near a Leeds player. Header flicked on by Gordon, but Christensen's able to lump it back up towards the striker, and Shah is able to head it safely back to Pope, who rolls it out quickly to Dan Burn, and Dan Burn is going to look to bring Newcastle forward again. Now Bruno Guimaraes with the ball. Bruno Guimaraes breaking over the halfway line. Plays a long ball out wide. I think it's going to be a free kick. I think it's going to be a free kick. I think Firpo's... He was through on goal there, Gordon, and Firpo's stood on the back of his heel. He's gone. Firpo's gone. Red card for Firpo. Bloody hell. Now we've not got a left back. And they've got a free kick in a really dangerous position with some really dangerous free kick takers. So, because it's not... Was that a straight red or a second yellow? Oh my God. Firpo. Looks like Strauch's going to come on. I haven't even got a red card thing for the stream, so you just have to remember that Firpo's sent off. Oh, God. Strauch for Bamford, apparently. I think we're just trying for a point now. Looks like it's going to be Strauch for Bamford, but I don't know whether that's happening yet. Bamford's going off now. Bamford's got a yellow card for taking too long to go off. Bamford off. Strauch on. Strauch going to come on and try and put himself in this wall. Oh, God, all 3 goals Kieran Trippier scored for Newcastle have been from direct free kicks. The commentator's saying, not great. It's a good position to get a free kick from, and it's going to be hard for him to get it up and down again, but... Oh, God. I think he's going to try and curl it around the wall and put it in the bottom corner. Oh, it's blocked by Verba. There was a Leeds fan in the Newcastle technical area for some reason. We're into additional time now as well, by the way, the 3rd minute of it. Free kick to Leeds there. Come on, let's get the ball away. I'm just going to cue this up so you can actually see the additional time. Uh, 3:26. There you go. Perfect. You're right. You're now synced up as well with the additional time that's on there as well. Only a couple of minutes left then. We've got 6 minutes injury time, just for anyone that doesn't know. And Robles is now going to take this free kick and try and send it as long as he can. Sends it right towards the Newcastle corner, but it's headed away by Trippier. And now Forshaw tries to play the ball out wide for Ayling. Ayling tries to play it down the line for Aronson. Aronson's trying to get there. Aronson does really well to give it back to Ayling there, and the ball's into the box towards McKennie. McKennie's... Oh, it's going to be a goal kick. Thought it might have been a... Oh, Nick Pope took that quickly, and Robin Koch nearly got there. Forshaw does really well to take that off Joe Linton there. And then Gnonto trying to tackle Anthony Gordon. Now Gnonto does have the ball. And Gnonto's been fouled there by Trippier. That is a free kick. A yellow card, sorry, for Trippier. Was Trippier already on a yellow? Is that why he's not been sent off? Now Forshaw's got a chance to put the ball into the box here. Come on, Forsh. Put it in a decent area. The fans worked, by the way. I haven't had a temperature symbol on my camera the whole game, so that's good. Good to know. Forshaw looking to put the ball into the box then. He steps up to take it. Sends it towards the back post. Headed out away, but only to Ayling. Ayling's going to try and flick it back into the box where it's going to be easily collected by Nick Pope. And Nick Pope's going to try and play the ball down the line. And it's one-on-one. Sent Maximan against... oh, well done, Forshaw. One-on-one. Maximan against Christensen. Maximan skins Christensen and Forshaw comes. He's the one who took the free kick and he came flying back and made the tackle. Excellent from Forshaw there. That's what you want. 1 minute. Oh, this is actually the 96th minute we're in now. It should be over. There could be some added on to this. Dan Burn. So Kieran Trippier. Trippier plays it down into the box. Ayling, it goes straight up in the air. Send it long. Clear it, please. God. Ayling clears it. Goes to Dan Burn, though, in the midfield. Flicked on again by Newcastle. Shot from Shah. Saved by Robles. And now Strauch has to clear it. Oh, my God. Decent strike from Cher as well from the edge of the box, and Robles is able to save it down to his left well, but God. Trippier switches it out to Alanson Maximan. Clips it towards the back post. It flies over everyone and out for a goal kick. Rasmus Christensen's got player of the match. I suppose he got a goal and did all right defensively, but I think as soon as we clear this, it's going to be full time and a point. It's a point. Robles clears it. McKennie trying to flick it on. That's it. Final whistle. Oh, God. That was tense, wasn't it? I actually turned the chat off for the last couple of minutes because I didn't want anybody to say anything if a goal went in. Score 4, sure, and he can have a 5-year contract. So is Firpo's got a 1-match ban, I think. Unless if it was a straight red, then it's a 3-match ban, which obviously he's just out for the rest of the season. If it was his second yellow, then it's a 1-match ban. But yeah, it is a good point because they're a very good team, but at this point in the season, we can't afford to only pick up a point where we are. We can't afford to only pick up a point in these games, and that's the way it's ended. That's the way the cookies crumbled, and we've got a point, but realistically, it's not enough. He said, yeah, we need results to go for us, but let's have a quick look at who else is playing who else, because... So Southampton, who we think are pretty much down, 3 o'clock today against Fulham. Chelsea at home against Nottingham Forest. Everton at home against Man City. Leicester at home against Liverpool. And then next weekend, we've got West Ham. And then Newcastle are at home to Leicester. Forest are at home to Arsenal. God. Oh my God. £10 on 28 to 1 Ayling, anytime scorer for Leeds. Bandor, smoke me like a kipper. Faint glimmer of hope, yeah. God. Just talking to Ayling, it's his 250th game. Oh, God. Firpo's 50th appearance, got himself a red card. I think Firpo actually played really well in the game. It's just a shame that he gave away that penalty and then got himself sent off, but... Yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining me again on the stream. I won't be live for the West Ham game because I'm away. I will be watching it. I will be away, and I'll probably just do a match reaction or something from that one. But yeah, I'll be live for the Spurs game as well, and there might be some content in the meantime as well. And I'll probably be on the Final Word with Joe. The Just Joe Football Show as well, so make sure you check that out whenever that's live. But yeah, thanks for joining me. Thanks for making it a bit more bearable. Talking through it helps with the nerves. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining me. Appreciate you all. Appreciate all the support. And I'll see you next time on Leeds Lately. Thanks for watching this one.